Hello friends, welcome to Tech Learning YouTube channel. Today we will discuss about some important question answers of transformers. Friends, if you have not subscribed our channel, please subscribe right now and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you. Let's come to next question. Why core is provided in the transformers? And options are to provide low reluctance magnetic path. Option B, to provide high reluctance magnetic path. Option C, to provide high inductive path. Or option D, to provide high capacitive path. And the correct answer is option a low reluctance magnetic path. Friends, the performance of a transformer depends on the efficient flux linking between its winding. The core provides low reluctance magnetic path to all windings of transformer. So the correct answer is option A, low reluctance magnetic path. Let's come to next question, and the question is transformer windings are generally made of. Options are option A is steel, option B is aluminium, option C is stainless steel, and the option D is copper. And the correct answer is copper. Transformers windings are generally made of copper material. The enameled copper wire is the best suitable wire for transformer windings because its resistivity is very low, resulting in the lower copper loss in the transformer. The resistivity of copper is 0.6 times of aluminum, and hence the cross-section area of aluminum conductor need to be 1.6 times larger in case we are using aluminum wire. So the correct answer is the option D, copper. Transformer windings are made of copper wire. The question is, mineral oil as a dielectric is used in which type of transformers? Options are option A, auto transformer, option B, medium transformers, option C, large transformers, and the option D is in all type of transformers. And the correct answer is option C, large transformers. The mineral oil can be used as a dielectric material in large type of transformers. The next question is transformer ratings are expressed in. Options are option A, kilowatt, option B, kVA, option C, voltage, or option D, ampere. And the correct answer is option B, kVA. Let's discuss the correct answer. Friends, there are two types of losses in the transformer. Number one, copper loss, and second one is iron loss or core loss. The copper losses are depends on the current which is passing through the transformer winding, while the iron loss or copper loss depends on the voltage across the windings. However, the losses do not depend on the power factor. So, to determine the complete power consumption of the transformer, we need both voltage and current, but not power factor. That's why transformer ratings are expressed in terms of kVA. So, the correct answer is option B, kVA. Let us come to our next question, and the question is, which of the following is not used in the transformer? And the options are option A, conservator, option B, breather, option C, exciter, or option D, Buchholz relay. And the correct answer is option C, exciter. Exciter is not used in the transformer. Let's discuss the correct answer. Friends, conservator, breather and Buchholz relay all are important part which is used in transformer to maintain the good efficiency of transformer. However, exciter node is the part of transformer. That's why the correct answer is exciter. Exciter is not the part of a transformer. While conservator, breather and Buchholz relay are very important parts of the transformer installations. Let's come to the next question, and the question is, what is the main advantage of an auto transformer over a two-winding transformer? And the options are option A, to cut the output automatically. Option B, it needs no cooling. Option C, it had simple construction. And the option D is, it use only one winding. And the correct answer is option D. It use only one winding. Friends, in auto transformer there is a single winding which can be used as a primary as well as secondary winding. That's why the size of auto transformer is small as compared to other transformers. So the correct answer is option D. It uses only one winding. Auto transformer has only one winding. Let's come to next question. And the question is, the open circuit test in a transformer is used to measure, and the options are option A, copper loss, option B, winding loss, option C, total loss, or option D, core loss. And the correct answer is option D, core loss. Friends, the open circuit test is performed to determine no current and core losses of transformer. Through the open circuit test, no load parameters of the transformer can be obtained. This test is performed on the primary winding. Let's come to next question. The question is, transformer core is made of, and the options are single piece block core material, option B, laminations, option C, both A and B, or option D, all of these. And the correct answer is laminations. Transformer cores are made of laminations. The laminations are thin layers of metallic sheet. By laminating the core, we can increase the electrical resistance of core, which reduces the eddy current and heat generated in the core. By laminating the core, we can increase the efficiency of transformer and we can reduce the heat losses. So the correct answer of this question is option B, lamination. Transformer core is made of laminations. Question is, what is the thickness of laminations of transformers generally? And option are, option A is 4 mm to 5 mm, option B is 5 mm to 15 mm, option C is 15 mm to 25 mm, and option D is 2 mm to 0.5 mm. And the correct answer is option B, 2 mm to 0.5 mm. The laminations of core are made to reduce the eddy current, and it is made of thin sheet of magnetic material. Question is, identify the correct statement about the primary winding. Option A, it could either be low voltage or high voltage winding. Option B, it is always a high voltage winding. And option C, it is always low voltage winding. Or option D, all of these. And the correct answer is, it could either be low voltage or high voltage winding. Friends, the primary winding could be either low voltage or high voltage winding. In case of step-up transformer, the primary winding will be low voltage winding, and in case of step-down transformer, the primary winding will be high voltage winding. So the correct answer is option A. It could either be low voltage or high voltage winding. The question is, in transformer, which winding will have more number of turns? And the options are, option A is primary winding, option B is secondary winding, option C is low voltage winding, or option D is high voltage winding. And the correct answer is option D, high voltage winding. In transformer, the high voltage winding will have more number of turns always. In high voltage winding will always have more number of turns as compared to low voltage winding, because voltage is directly proportional to number of turns in that coil or winding. The relationship between the number of turns and voltage can be explained by N1 upon N2 is equal to E1 upon E2, where N1 is number of turns in primary winding, N2 is number of turns in secondary winding, while E1 is induced voltage in primary winding and E2 is voltage of secondary winding. The next question is, a transformer having more number of turns in secondary winding than primary winding, then it is a option A, 1-to-1 transformer, option B, auto transformer, option C, step down transformer, or option D, step up transformer. And the correct answer is, it will be a step up transformer. If number of turns in secondary winding is more than primary winding, then this transformer will be step-up transformer. In step-up transformer, the number of turns in secondary winding are always more than number of turns in primary winding. The voltage induced in secondary winding will high, thus the transformer is used for stepping up the output voltage. So the correct answer is option D, step up transformer. If primary winding number of turns are higher than secondary, then this transformer is called, and the options are option A, step down transformer, option B, step up transformer, option C, 1-to-1 transformer, or option D, auto transformer. And the correct answer is option A. It will be a step down transformer. When primary number of turns are higher as compared to secondary winding, the voltage induced in secondary winding will be low as compared to primary winding. Thus, this transformer is used for stepping down the output voltage. So the correct answer is option A, step down transformer. The question is, the application of one-to-one transformer is, options are option A as a booster device, option B as an attenuator device, option C as a amplifier device, or option D as a electrical isolator device. And the correct answer is option D as a electrical isolating device. The one-to-one transformer is used to isolate two electrical circuits. In one-to-one transformer, there are same number of turns in primary and secondary windings. That is why there is no rising or reducing voltage is possible, and it can be used as an isolating device. And the next question is, what is the function of conservator tank in transformer? And the options are option A, it provides space for oil during the oil expand due to heating. Option B, it supplies the cooling oil to the transformer. Option C, it provides fresh air for cooling. Option D, all of these. And the correct answer is it provides space for oil during the oil expand due to heating. When a transformer is loaded, the oil inside the transformer is also heated. Due to heating, the volume of oil inside the transformer is increased and the oil expands. A conservator tank provides the required space to this expanded transformer oil. Next question is, which chemical is used in breather of transformer? Option A, asbestos. Option B, silica sand. Option C, silica gel. Or option D, sodium chloride. And the correct answer is option C, silica gel. The purpose of silica gel in the breather is to absorb the moisture in the air sucked by the transformer during the breathing process. So the correct answer is option C, silica gel. And the question is, what should be the property of transformer oil used in transformer? Option A, it should be free from gases. Option B, it should be full with gases. Option C, it should be free from moisture. Or option D, it should be full with moisture. And the correct answer is it should be free from moisture. The transformer oil works as a cooling agent in the transformer. It is also act as an insulator between the primary and secondary windings. So it must be free from moisture, otherwise the dielectric strength of oil will be reduced. So the correct answer is option C. Transformer oil must be free from moisture. Let's come to next question. And the question is, Buchholz relay are used in, and options are a oil cooled transformer, option B a auto transformer, option C air cooled transformer, or option D isolation transformer. And the correct answer is oil cooled transformer. The Buchholz relay is used in oil field transformer for protection against the internal faults like short circuit faults, winding faults, and core faults. It's a kind of a safety device. So the Buchholz relay are used in oil cooled transformer, and the correct answer is option A. oil-cooled transformer. Question is, the function of a breather in transformer is. Options are the option A to provide oxygen inside the tank, option B to absorb the moisture when outside air enters the transformer, option C to provide cooling, and the option D to reduce the load. And the correct answer is option B to absorb the moisture when outside air enters the transformer. The function of breather is to absorb the moisture from the air. So the correct answer is option B. Question is, why a transformer cannot work on DC? And the options are option A, DC voltage cannot be raised. Option B, a DC circuit has more losses. Option C, rate of change of flux is 0. And the option D is all of these. And the correct answer is option C. The rate of change of flux is 0. The Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction is not valid on DC since the rate of change of flux is 0 for DC supply. Direction and magnitude of supply remains constant. So the produced flux will be constant. As a result, voltage at secondary winding will always be equal to 0. So a transformer cannot work on the DC. So the correct answer is option C. The rate of change of flux is 0. The question is, the order of resistance between primary and secondary windings of a transformer is, and the option is option A 0 ohms, option B 100 ohms, option C 1000 ohms, and the final option D is infinite. And the correct answer is infinite. The primary and secondary windings of a transformer are not connected to each other. These windings are connected to each other magnetically, not electrically. That is why the resistance between the primary and secondary windings of a transformer is infinite. So the correct answer is option D, infinite. The resistance between the primary and secondary windings is infinite. The question is, the turn ratio of primary and secondary of the transformer is directly proportional to option A resistance ratio, option B current ratio, option C voltage ratio, or option D all of these. And the correct answer is option C voltage ratio. And the question is, a transformer transforms which parameter? And the options are option A voltage, option B current, option C power, or option D frequency. And the correct answer is option C power. A transformer always transforms the power from primary to secondary windings.